Thank you, Wally, and good afternoon, everyone. As co-chair with Wally of our sustainability initiative, we're very pleased to roll out today our new sustainability plan. Building off the great success of our initial sustainability plan, Professor Matheson, our Director of Sustainability, engaged our entire community over the past year in developing the goals and objectives of this next plan. Paul's now going to present our new sustainability plan and describe what we are calling our sustainability ecosystem. We're very proud of the work that's been done and look forward to great success in moving our sustainability initiatives forward. Paul?
Thank you, Jeff. And thank you to both Jeff and Wally for your leadership and your support and enthusiasm for sustainability. Really appreciate it. I'm going to spend the next few minutes talking to you about our sustainability plan. If you can go to the next slide. Thank you. Our current sustainability plan was completed in 2014. This was a 5-year plan, and as you can imagine, the time for an update to this plan has arrived. So that's what prompted us to develop a new sustainability plan. We've worked on this over the last year or so and incorporated the inputs from in a variety of ways from the campus community, including 4 working groups who worked diligently in coming up with goals and objectives for the plan. So this plan is intended to guide our activities for the next 5 years. It includes goals, objectives, and tasks in 4 areas. If we can go to the next slide, please. These areas include academics, operations and facilities, research, scholarship and innovation, and community engagement. I'm going to spend just a few minutes talking about each of these areas. If we can just click to the next slide. Great, thank you. So for academics, our goal really is to have, and our objective is really to have students have the awareness, the ability, and the motivation to integrate sustainability into their academic programs, their courses, and the projects. This ranges from building on their major and then bringing it to as part of their mission as well. In addition, we really want to have our students have an impact. We want students to have an impact on sustainability in a way that will have a true, meaningful, and positive impact on communities here at WPI and beyond the WPI campus at the local to global reach. Next slide, please. Now, we also want to have the principles of sustainability guide our operations as well as our academic programs. And so our considerations for that really include trying to reduce our environmental impacts by reducing waste, reducing the use of energy and water and other resources that can impact the environment. And then also creating or developing creative approaches and to incentivize and promote efficiency and resource reduction throughout the community. We also really want to have a healthy and a welcoming campus. So we'd like to work with our facilities to support the promotion of a healthy campus environment. We'd like to ensure a safe, healthy campus that's with well-being, that promotes diversity, equity, and inclusion, and provides sustainable alternatives such as transportation, dining, and food source alternatives as well, and naturally supports our academic and research programs. Next slide, please. Now, we'd like to support this with our research and advance sustainability in our research as well. So we'd like to provide valuable contributions to sustainability, really that promote and incorporate a range of disciplines. And that's really what our role in terms of the my Office of Sustainability is, trying to support these efforts and to advance these efforts in the research area, in all different areas. Okay, and we recognize that there's really sustainability is broad, requires a lot of different integrated approaches to address the breadth of sustainability. So we are also incorporating cooperative approaches to manage sustainability, whether it be the circular economy, life cycles, or development engineering as another approaches as well, really to help provide leadership and scholarship and innovation as a real leadership in sustainability. Next slide. Now, for all these different areas, we really need to have our community and our WPI community engaged in these efforts. So we would like to have a culture of sustainability in which all of our members are engaged in these activities that advance sustainability, in which WPI recognizes these sustainability and the impacts across our organizational, community, and academic activities. This would expand going beyond WPI as well. We want to really have an impact. We want to engage with communities beyond the campus to meet their sustainability needs. We want to provide effective dissemination, project engagement, and partnering to meet these goals. Okay, so So you can see the breadth of what's involved. Let's go to the next slide, please. Now this is leads us, if we think about how all this comes together, we like to think of it fondly as our sustainability ecosystem. And I'm just going to step through this slide for just a couple of minutes to give you a little bit of an idea of where we want to go with this. First thing, if you start off at the bottom, the three major pillars of sustainability include economic security, environmental stewardship, and social justice. You know, we view these as core values that get integrated through our programs and through our departments, and through all of our activities. We recognize the breadth of these areas. Our sustainability goals are set up really to try to support these three areas and try to advance sustainability in all three areas. We've incorporated two major initiatives in association with this. We're both looking at the local level as well as the global level, I guess you'd say. At the local level, we're considering local impact, and we want to think about our WPI campus as a living and learning laboratory to advance sustainability. We really want students and our entire campus community to be engaged in the on-campus sustainability. We want to have a healthy lifestyle and a sustainable living as part of our activities and lifestyle and our learning efforts as we move forward. So this expands to both our local community as well. We envision WPI as a sustainability hub for the local area, in which we incorporate or integrate with the community throughout the Worcester area and the Massachusetts or the local regional area as well. If we go now globally, we recognize that there's tremendous issues related to global challenges. There's so many needs out there. We really envision our campus or our programs providing a notable impact on these things through our projects, programs, and also through the development of the global school in particular, and these initiatives that you're seeing here today. So a key thing is really from a sustainability perspective is supporting these initiatives, trying to help move these forwards and really thinking about how we can work together to expand these initiatives through partnerships. If you look at these local and global perspectives on it, they really come together in ways through our departments and our programs, but also through cross-disciplinary and systems types of approaches that we work with this. WPI, we envision ourselves or recognize that we're so collaborative, we work together from different disciplines. There's a lot of cross-disciplinary initiatives going on, trying to have a systems view of it, which is so important to try to think about managing these major issues as we look at in the world. Okay, so next slide, please. As we move forward, our goals initially certainly are to advance our sustainability plan and advance sustainability by following the sustainability plan, starting off with baseline and trying to measure, think about how we expand things as we look forward to look forward. In addition to that, we really want to develop this concept of the initial or the living and learning laboratory. We want to support projects locally, support research on campus, get our students engaged here, both on campus, locally, and really build on these local and regional projects through our project centers and through our research that we see here on campus. We'd like to extend this to think about how it relates to these global initiatives. So therefore, in a sense, we're working to support this global school and the exciting opportunities that are being developed. If we look at through the Latin America and the Caribbean and some of these exciting initiatives that we're looking at, whether it be from looking at the Amazon and the rainforest and trying to manage those, as well as looking forward to all these other initiatives that Wally talked about in terms of both energy and buildings. There's so many opportunities, so many needs that we can build on. So we really want to both link our local and our global efforts. Clearly, this will involve partnerships, collaborations, and really engaging both here on campus and off. As you look forward to today's sessions here, I think there are many opportunities to think about sustainability and how we can partner. I'm really excited about the upcoming program. So I feel like by looking forward and moving forward through sustainability, we'll really have a sustainable impact. And I think it's very excited about it. Appreciate the opportunity. I'll turn it back to Wally. I'm looking forward to Dr. Nobody's presentation.